Hello and welcome to the Lab English Podcast. This is your space to practice natural English every day. Whether you're at home, on the bus, or walking outside, you can always take a few minutes to learn and speak English. My name is John and I'll be your host today. You're amazing for spending this time with me, speaking English together today. In this episode, we're going to talk about a very useful topic. How to talk about your day in English. Maybe you've asked yourself this question before. How do I describe my day in English? Well, today you'll learn exactly how to do that. This episode is for you if you want to speak English every day, even if you're busy or even if you're not confident yet. Don't worry, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. In this episode, you will learn how to describe your day, from morning to night, using clear, natural, complete sentences. I'll guide you step by step. You can repeat after me and practice your pronunciation. Speak out loud if you can. Try to shadow me. That means listen, then repeat. All right, let's get started. So, why should you talk about your day in English? The answer is simple. Because it's the easiest way to practice real English. You don't need to learn any special topic. You don't need to study science or business words. You just need you, your life, your experience, your feelings. When you talk about your day, you are talking about something you already know. You lived it. You experienced it. That makes it easier to remember the words, and easier to say them out loud. You can talk about how you woke up in the morning, what you had for breakfast, how you felt during the day, and what you did in the evening. You can talk about your work, your school, your lunch, your walks, or your family time. These are real things, not just words in a textbook, not just grammar exercises. This is real English, real life. When you speak about your real life, you don't just practice vocabulary, you practice thinking in English. That's powerful. Even simple sentences like, I woke up at 7 or I was tired after work can help you become more confident and fluent. And when you say them every day, you build a strong habit. You become someone who speaks English daily, naturally and confidently. So remember, talking about your day is not small, it's not boring. It's actually one of the best ways to improve. It's personal, it's meaningful, and it works. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about the benefits. Why is it good to talk about your day? Well, here are 4 big reasons. Number 1, it helps you speak faster and more naturally. When you talk about your day every day, your brain learns to find the words more quickly. You don't stop and think too much. You just speak. That's called speaking reflex, and it grows stronger with practice. Number 2, it helps you stop translating in your head. Many learners think in their first language, then translate to English. That takes time, and it's stressful. But if you practice daily speech, your brain starts to think directly in English. That's a big win. Number 3, it helps you build the habit of using full sentences, not just short words, not just vocabulary. You say full thoughts like, I had coffee at 8, and then I went to work. That's real communication. And number 4, it helps you feel more confident. When you talk about your day in English, you get used to expressing yourself. So when you meet someone, or speak in class, or travel, you feel ready. You know what to say. You feel good speaking English. So remember, talking about your day may seem small, but it has big results. Let's keep going now. Now let me show you how you can practice. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a classroom. You just need a few minutes. And your voice. Here's one simple way to start. Ask yourself 5 simple questions about your day. I'll say each question slowly. You can answer in your head, or even better say it out loud. Ready? Let's begin. Question 1. What time did you wake up? Try to answer. For example, I woke up at 7 a.m. Or, I got up at 6:30. Now you try. Question 2. What did you eat for breakfast? For example, I had toast and coffee. Or, I ate rice and eggs. Now your turn. Question 3. Did you go to work or school? You can say, yes, I went to work. Or, no, I stayed at home. Try it now. Question 4. What did you do in the evening? For example, I cooked dinner and watched TV. Or, I read a book. Now you answer. Question 5. How do you feel now? Maybe you feel, I feel tired. I feel happy. I feel relaxed. Now you try. That's it. Just 5 questions every day. You can do this in the morning, after lunch, or before bed. The key is speak a little English every day. Even 1 minute is better than 0. You're not just learning English. You're building a daily habit. Keep going. In the next part, we'll start learning how to describe your morning in English step by step. Let's talk about the morning. The morning is the most important part of the day. Why? Because it's the best time to practice English. Your mind is fresh. Your day is just beginning. And even 5 minutes of practice can help you feel focused and ready. So let's learn how to talk about your morning routine. How's your morning usually like? Is it calm or a little busy? Well, my mornings are usually quiet. They help me feel centered and ready for the day. Let me tell you about a typical morning in my life. It's nothing fancy, but it's something I really enjoy. So just sit back, listen, and follow along. Here's how my peaceful morning begins. This morning felt calm and quiet, just the way I like it. I usually wake up around 7 a.m. when the sun starts to shine through my window. The room is still soft and warm with silence, and I just lie there for a moment, enjoying the stillness. Then slowly I stretch my body, reaching my arms above my head. I take a deep breath in and let it out gently. It's a small habit, but it helps me start the day with peace. After that, I head to the bathroom. I brush my teeth slowly and wash my face with cold water. The cold splash wakes me up and makes me feel fresh and alive. Next, I go to the kitchen. I drink a full glass of water. It feels good after a night of sleep. Then I make a cup of coffee. The smell fills the room. It's warm and comforting. While the coffee is brewing, I prepare a simple breakfast. Just some toast, a few slices of fresh fruit, and sometimes a little honey. I sit down, take a sip of coffee, and enjoy my meal quietly. It's not a fancy morning, but it's mine. And I love starting my day like this, slowly, simply, and with gratitude. And now, let's practice 5 simple sentences together. I'll say the sentence first. Then I'll pause so you can repeat after me. Ready? Let's go. I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. My alarm rings and I turn it off quickly. I sit up in bed, stretch my arms, and take a deep breath. I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and wash my face with cold water. Then I walk to the kitchen and drink a big glass of water. After that, I make a cup of hot coffee. I prepare a quick breakfast. Just toast, peanut butter, and a banana. I eat slowly while I listen to music or check my phone. Then I get dressed and start my day. Now it's your turn. Try to tell your own story just like that. You can use the same structure, Change the time. Change the breakfast. Make it yours. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to practice. Even one small step every morning can make a big difference over time. Next, we'll talk about the afternoon. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about the afternoon. The afternoon is usually a busy time. You might be working, studying, or taking care of your family. But even if your afternoon is full, you can still practice a little English. Just 1 minute can help you stay connected with the language. Let me tell you about my afternoon. It's simple, just like a little story. Listen first, then we'll practice together. Let me tell you about my afternoon. It's simple but full in its own way. Not too busy, not too slow. Just enough to keep me balanced. Around 1 p.m., I usually finish lunch. I like something light, maybe rice, soup, and vegetables. Then I wash the dishes and clean up the kitchen. This small routine helps me reset after the morning. By 1:30, I sit at my desk again. That's when I dive back into work. I check emails, attend online meetings, and reply to messages. There's always something to do in the afternoon. Sometimes I feel tired, so I stand up, stretch my back, roll my shoulders, and take a deep breath. It helps me feel more awake. Around 3 p.m., I make a warm drink, maybe green tea or coffee. I drink slowly while reviewing my to-do list. I like to keep things organized. It makes the rest of the day smoother. If the weather is nice, I step outside for 10 or 15 minutes. I walk around the block and let my eyes rest from the screen. Even just a little sunshine can lift my mood. By 4 p.m., I usually finish the big tasks of the day. That's when I start preparing for the evening. I check what groceries I need, or I plan what to cook for dinner. Sometimes I stop by the market to pick up a few things. Before the sun goes down, I try to tidy up my space. I fold clothes, clean my desk, and put away things from the day. A clean space helps me feel calm at night. So that's my afternoon. It's full of small steps, but they give me peace and rhythm. Not perfect, but just right for me. That's a typical afternoon for me. Now let's practice together. I'll say each sentence slowly. You repeat after me. Ready? Sentence 1. After lunch, I return to work and check my emails. Sentence 2. I usually have meetings in the early afternoon. Sentence 3. Around 3 p.m. I feel a little tired. Sentence 4. Sometimes I take a short walk to refresh my mind. Sentence 5. I finish my work and get ready to relax in the evening. Well done! You can change these sentences to talk about your own afternoon. Do you study in the afternoon? Do you work from home or at the office? Do you take a break? Think about it and try saying it in English. Remember, real practice comes from real life. Next, we'll learn how to talk about the evening. Let's keep going. Evening is a time to slow down, relax, and reflect on the day. After a long day of walking, shopping, and cooking, I finally get to enjoy a peaceful evening. As the sun sets, the sky turns orange and pink. I sit down with a warm cup of tea and take a deep breath. The house is quiet and everything feels calm. I like to spend my evenings reading a book or watching a light show on TV. Sometimes I listen to soft music while writing in my journal. I think about what I did today and what I want to do tomorrow. This quiet moment helps me feel grateful and ready to rest. And of course, I always remind myself to go to bed early and get enough sleep. Because tomorrow is a new day. Now let's do a mini evening diary together. Listen and repeat after each sentence. I came home after a long day. I took a warm shower and changed into comfortable clothes. I made myself a cup of tea and sat on the couch. The lights were soft, and the room was quiet. I felt calm and peaceful. I read a few pages of my favorite book. Then, I wrote in my journal about my day. I set my alarm for tomorrow and got ready for bed. Finally, I turned off the lights and closed my eyes. Good night. Now it's your turn. Let's put everything together. Try talking about your day in your own words. You don't need to use perfect grammar. Just speak. Just try. Start with the morning. Think. What time did you wake up? What did you do first? You can say something like, in the morning, I usually wake up at 7. I brush my teeth and eat breakfast. Now go on. What did you do after lunch? You can say, after lunch, I often go back to work. Sometimes I take a break or drink coffee. And how about the evening? You might say, in the evening, I like to relax. I watch a movie or read a book. Try to say 3 to 5 sentences about your full day. You can pause this podcast now and speak out loud, or say it quietly to yourself. Take a deep breath and begin. You can do it. This is your time to speak. Remember, the more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And now, in the final part, I'll share some tips to help you stay motivated and build a daily English habit. Let's finish strong. You've done a great job today. Let's take a moment to review what you've learned. Today, you listened to real English about daily life. You practiced shadowing repeating full sentences out loud. You learned how to describe your day, from morning to afternoon to evening. And most importantly, you tried. You took action. That's something to be proud of. Now, here are a few small tips to help you keep going. Number 1, don't wait for the perfect time. Just speak for 1-2 minutes each day. Number 2, repeat what you hear. Shadowing helps you sound more natural. Number 3, talk about your life. Your morning, your lunch, your evening. Simple is powerful. And remember, it's okay if it's not perfect. The most important thing is, you tried. Your progress comes 1 sentence at a time. Every word you speak is a step forward. So keep going. Keep practicing. You're doing great. Thank you for listening to the Lab English podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can listen again tomorrow and use this episode as your daily practice. I'm John, and I'll see you next time. Keep learning, keep speaking, and never give up. Bye for now.